Garden or running, could even find them, could even turn them. Waves that empty, train rolling. Era. Yours is Dublin, not London. If you see Garden or running, could even find them, could even turn them. Waves that...
Hi guys, I'm Ash and this is Ree. And you're back with Tea With BXB Season 2. And we have the wonderful AC3 Ace. I was going to do both names, but welcome. How are you doing? Good. So we're your first interview today, are we?
First interview ever.
Ever? Don't worry, we'll look after you. Yeah. So just to kind of ease into it, I suppose, if you want to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about how you got into music.
Yeah, my name is Ace, AC3 as well. I got into music like, I say 5 years ago. The reason why I got into music is actually like, I don't know, it's kind of stupid looking back now, but like, basically, I remember when I used to live, because I live in a new house now, but when I used to live in the old house I used to live in, like, we got an eviction notice, and then in my head, you know, when you're young, you just think, you're the main character. Yeah. Like, oh, it's gonna work for me, even if it doesn't work for anyone else, it's gonna work for me. So I made a song. I must have thought that, that's a song that's gonna make us, like, do you get me? Just get us rich. But then, like, looking back, the song's terrible now, like, I used to get sick for it in school. Yeah. But, nah, I just kept going because I ended up actually like doing it, and then like I just kept going, and then one day I just uploaded one onto YouTube.
Yeah. Was it scary like doing it in school? Because I know kids can be mean.
Yeah, it wasn't really. Scary isn't the word I did. Yeah. Like it was like, I don't know where I went to school anyways. Like no one really did anything like out of the box. So yeah, it'd be more of a thing of just like backtalk behind your ear. Okay. But like, I don't know, like I wouldn't say I always had thick skin. Like there would be times where I'd be like, oh, do you get me? Like, yeah. But I even keep doing this. But like for the first few years, I was a bit of like, can I curse on this? Like, yeah. I was a bit of a pussy. Like I'd only be like releasing songs in like the summer and then come back and act like I didn't release songs in the summer. And I don't know. But like there was one time as well in Irish class, because none of the teachers knew I made music except for one teacher, and that was Miss Hacker. I only seen her the other day actually. Oh. But yeah, we must have been in Irish class, and then I just remember like, you ever see like before you walk into a class and just put your whispers. Yeah. And I was like, what's about to happen? So I walked into the class. What do I see on the projector? It's just my song that she plays in front of the entire class. I'm like I'm black, but if I could go red, I would actually went red. Like it was bad. Yeah. I remember it was just like I felt so dust for like at least like a week. Yeah. Like, I don't know, even though, like, I was making the music, I was still trying to, like, hide it in a way, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Do you think that made you, like, the artist that you are today? Because of, like, all the sort of stick and just having to deal with, like, sort of the back whispers behind your back and stuff like that? Yeah, but the funniest thing is that, like, all the people that used to give the back whispers are the same people, like, now that, like, want to be around. And will be asking me, oh yeah, can we come to this show? Can we do this? Can we do that? So it's like, I don't know, if anything, like, I feel like it's just easier for me to give people a voice now. Because, like, I'll have, like, kids text me on Snapchat and be like, oh yeah, I want to get into music. Like, that's amazing. And then, what should I do? And I feel like, see if I had something to text back then, cause I feel like, because I was making music young, like 14, there wasn't really anyone as well making at that age. Like, everyone, like, when I started making music, it was like, the likes of Plantain, Pappy, J-Ronic, like they were the big guys back then, do you get me? Yeah. And they were already like old-ish, like, well, I don't want to say the old. But yeah, like, I don't know, I was just like, I was a very annoying kid. When it came to music, I'd be texting everyone, even he knows, like, I used to like, that's what you need to do though. Yeah, but I used to be texting, and like, see, like, if I wasn't like where I am today now, I would have texted this like probably long paragraph life story. Oh, yeah, get me on this shit. Yeah. This is why. I was just eager to make music. Like. But it's obviously working for you because we obviously reached out to you, do you know what I mean? And you're here now. Like, and I know you said that when you were younger, there wasn't a lot of artists that you were around, but we see now that you're with a lot of artists. And I think, like, I remember when Stella was actually on our podcast, he said that, like, you're probably one of the best rappers up and coming, do you know what I mean? He really respects you as an artist. So is that like you feel like hearing that? Yeah, but No, Cello, me and Cello, like, we know each other before either one of us made music. So, like, it's even funny that both of us make music now. Like, it wasn't even a thing that we made music together. And then, like, it's now that we're like, it's like, we literally were like, he was going this way, I was going this way. And then we just literally cross paths. But, Cello's like big bro when it comes to this shit. Like, do you get me? Like, he just, whenever I need, like, help for anything, like, advice, like, he'll like literally like just hear me just like talk shit for like hours, and he just listen, like, you get me? And like, I don't know, like, see like, if I need advice for something, he can still hit me for like certain stuff. I know it's not even just music, just life, like talking about, like, I don't know, he's talking about shit.
It's so important, I think, to have people like that in the industry that you can turn to and lean on for support. And Cello is a humble guy, and he is always looking to help everyone, so that's really nice. And you know, obviously, like, I feel like you're starting to come into the Irish sound now, more like Cello as well. Was that kind of inspired by Cello, or did you always want to go in that direction as well?
It would have been, but I feel like also, like, see, like, when people say the Irish sound, to me, it's like, I don't know, like, obviously it's like the Irish samples and the Irish beats, but like, see, like, the topics that I would rap about, I feel like it's just like stuff that people actually do say, like, every day, like
relatable, yeah.
Like, see, Dublin, not London. The only reason I made that song was like, that was actually a thing we used to say in school, like, because I don't know, there was
an accent.
Yeah, not the London accent, but there was a phase of, like, people, like, I don't know, like, just saying stuff like, oh, Angie and all, like, just to be funny, like, you get it?
Yeah.
And then, like, I remember, I actually don't remember who it was. It might have been, actually don't remember, but he just kept saying Dublin, not London, Dublin, not London. And I remember, like, I don't know, I actually don't know, like, so see, when I write music, like, it's just like, I don't know, I just take from, like, stuff from, like, that's actually being said, like, even like all the songs I've dropped today is actually, like, the hooks especially, is like just stuff that actually do sound like day to day.
Yeah, I remember, I'm pretty sure I heard the Dublin Not London song through TikTok. It was like, it dropped, and I was like, that's so true, because there's such controversy, like, especially like with artists in Ireland, like using an Irish accent, using a UK accent.
I'm actually so happy I'm actually here to explain and actually say it.
Yeah.
So see, like, when I made that song, that wasn't like a diss at anyone that does use a London accent, because really and truly, I don't really think anyone does use a London accent in Ireland, you know. I actually don't, because to see the way I see it, I feel like obviously there'll be some people that actually might genuinely just use a London accent, but the people that people talk about at, like, the forefront that they would say use a London accent, I think it's more of a, like, I don't know, like, see when I was growing up, even though I would be talking, I wouldn't be the same way I talk to my mom. So I feel like, see, when we go into, like, different rooms, you just have to learn how to, like, adapt.
Straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like, it's mad, because I remember, like, if you speak to people from the UK, the people who we consider having, like, a UK accent won't even consider that a UK accent, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But 100%, like, you have to sort of, you do have to adapt and stuff. But I think it's very unique the way you use your accent. Like, you could tell, like, Dublin accent straight up, do you get me? And then your music also, it's like that as well, do you get me? It's very, like, what's the word? Transparent? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, though? Like, I get when people say, oh, they like that I use my accent, but, like, I feel like it's like, if you, like, send today now, like, for example, oh yeah, I like to use your British accent to rap, but, like, what accent?
It's just natural to you.
Yeah, like, I didn't, like, go into the studio one day and consciously think, oh yeah, I'm gonna start rapping with an Irish accent. Like, I've always just rapped like how I spoke.
That's
I
good.
just feel like the only reason it sounds more like stronger now probably is because, like, I just became more comfortable, like, when making music, you know?
Yeah. The impact that you're having, though, because I don't know if it's just me, but my personal opinion, a few years ago, I found it very hard to listen to an Irish accent on, like, a rap song or anything like that. It just didn't sound right. But that's because we're not used to it and we haven't heard it before. But now, like, the likes of you and Cello coming around, and you're normalising it, because, like you said, it's natural. That's how you talk. But it's really, like, starting a whole new sound and wave in Ireland. Like, do you get me? Yeah. It's huge. Like, especially you and Cello, I'd say, are kind of the forefront of that sound at the minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's lit.
And then we have the next song, Bung Bor. Where did the inspiration from that song come from?
Primary school, yeah. Like, I don't know, see with music in general, I feel like a lot of people that listen to my music are, like, younger people.
Yeah.
So, like, I just try, like, where was I at their age, you get me?
Yeah.
So then, like, even that song in particular, like I would have said like, because in the song I say slung before, but that's like, you see at the end of every class in secondary school, like see when I was leaving class, I used to always say that to teachers.
Yeah.
So then when I hear the beat, like I don't know, like see when I write music, it's weird. Like I'm actually like, see when it comes to music, I'm a bit weird or like,
Yeah.
So like see like if I hear a sound of music, like it just makes me think of pictures in my head, and then when I hear that, like, I don't know.
That's your creative process, yeah. It works anyway, because it's definitely relatable, like the Irish folk. That's basically
literally.
that video and the visuals. You obviously got Tango involved. How did that come about?
That was me out for it. That's me out for it. But nah, Don was always just been like, I don't know, like Don was like one of them guys that like he's just always there, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like he's funny, like like see with me, I'm not one of them people that would like lie, and then like if someone's like, there's a lot of people that like big in the Irish scene that like they'll try like make a link, and like if I don't like them, like I'm actually not gonna like, no matter how big they are, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't really think he's funny though, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he's hilarious. Yeah. And is he like, does he ever give you a voice?
Me and him talk from time.
Of course. That's cool, having the support of people like him as well, because he's also making waves in the industry at the moment. So I'd say it means
I think he's
100%. 100%. Fingers crossed. See you all at the top.
Yeah, so let me see. Oh yeah, we were obviously researching you a little bit, and we seen you took part in a One Focus short film. How was that? How did that come about?
Yeah, that's such a distant memory. But like, yeah, that was like 2020. Yeah, right when I locked in, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Christian Tucker, he's the guy who made the film. He reached out to me, and the other star in the film's name is Ant. He makes music as well. And yeah, he reached out to both of us to make the short film. And then it was around the time that George and Kenshaw died as well. So it was literally just a thing for like Blanche to literally just like do something like,
yeah,
I don't know, like just something impactful, like just to show people what it's actually like how people actually get to that, because a lot of people only see like all these like trappers, fraudsters at the end when they've already gone to that like quote unquote bad person, like, you know what I mean? But like, they don't actually know how they got to that point.
And decisions that were
Sure.
That was the goal of the thing, just to show people like, actually, like, obviously the film is like, it's the toned down version of it, but there's like, I know people in real life that like the bad people, like, and like, how would I put it, like the bad people in like terms of like society, but like I know them as like genuine people, do you get me? And they only do them things because they feel like they don't have any other option to do.
I think that's like that's a big like, I think a lot of people don't understand that a lot of people in this world are a product of their environment, and they can't help it, and it's from society. Like, it's a very big topic that we probably won't get into now, but like, it is. So completely get that. And obviously us being from Blanche as well, like, do you know what I mean? There's definitely more to Blanche than what's for like perception.
I grew up in town, like I'm not even from Blanche, but like it's always the thing that I always see this narrative that, oh, Blanche is like a bad place, this, that, and the third, and it's like, see if you actually go there and actually be there, like you'll actually know that like people that are actually like cool, like the same way people from Tala are cool, people from Newcombe are cool, people from like Ringsend are cool, like everyone has like, I don't know, everyone has like the people that they think, oh yeah, these people are the baddest people in the world. Like if you actually speak to them, like, cause like, I don't know, like a lot of people like have this like mindset like of the way things are in Ireland, and it's like, no can change, and that's like the way it is. But I literally take everyone, like I get my opinion on people like myself. Like I don't really, like if someone tells me something about somebody else, I'm not gonna think, oh yeah, you're that person because so told.
Yeah. And what was it like growing up in town?
Nah, growing up in town, like it was good, but at the same time it was like, it was tough. It wasn't tough. Like I wouldn't say like, I don't know, see when I explain it to other people, they're like, that's weird, like, but like, see like when I talk to people that grew up in like places where it's like there's other black people around, and then I realized that like the way I grew up was different, like, because let's say for example like stuff like, I don't even know, like say I have my window open or something and my mom's cooking something mad, you just hear people walk past me, like, what's that smell and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then like even stuff like, I don't know, like say like you're walking to the shop and you have like a do-rag on or something, they'd be like, oh, that's a swimming cap, why you wearing a swimming cap outside? So I don't know, like a lot of places I was like the only black person there, and a lot like even in secondary school, I was like, me and like one other person were just the only black people in the entire like year.
That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago, yeah. But I don't know, I don't really see it as a thing that was like a bad thing. I love rap groups, like, and like I feel like it's like the reason why I am like the way I am today as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, growing up in town is like you see a lot of things that like a lot of people wouldn't see on a day to day.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I feel like everyone has like the journey, and that was just mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Town's a great spot though, like, especially for food. Do you know what I mean? Charlie's on your doorstep.
Yeah.
So like, obviously, like with the conversation we were having, what I find really interesting is how neutral you are between all the areas. It's actually very rare that we interview people that they wouldn't have some type of beef with someone else from a different area code. And we've kind of had conversations like this before where it's like, if people from these areas could put their beef aside, some really good music could probably just be made. So I really like how neutral you are. Since being in the industry though, is there anyone that you have had any beef with or hasn't shown love, or is it just been kind of a smooth experience?
I don't know, like I see with me, like I actually keep to myself. Like I don't really like go on my way to like. There now certain people I don't like. There's certain people I won't go on my way to like say something about, but that's like if it's like a personal issue. Not like a personal issue even for me, like just a personal issue for like just everyone. But not like when I think about that, hasn't been like a one particular person. There might have been one situation with solved now, like
yeah.
But nah.
That's good. That's good. It just means you're not limiting yourself, because I feel like I was saying, a lot of people do limit themselves by not speaking to this person, or they don't want to work with this person because they're from there, and so at least you don't have those limitations at all, you know. But what do you think of the Irish industry as a whole? Like, disregard would be for anything like that. How do you think the industry is doing in Ireland at the moment?
I don't know. I feel like right now it's a good spot. Like, as in like. There's a lot of new things you can do in there that you couldn't do before. Like, let's say make money from music. But I think like around 2019 times, they were the best times for Irish music. Like actual music though.
2019.
Like,
yeah.
Just that was like around the time like that was like JV2 times, wasn't it? Like
yeah.
JV2 times. Like I feel like everything was just like everyone just making music, like, and not really cared about like the afterwards of music. Like I feel like that's the reason why this seems like a bit fucked now. I feel like everyone's like caring about like views, like
100%.
Like I don't know, like I feel like back then anyways, like everyone was just making music to like generally just make music, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But right now I don't know, I feel like the scene's a bit like some needs to spark, like I don't know, it's like I don't know if you see it as well, but like I don't know, like it's a good like don't get me wrong, it's like it's better than it's ever been before.
100%.
Like, when it comes to like on the business side of things, but I'm talking about like actual musical. I don't know.
I hear that, yeah. Because I think, we've been kind of watching the industry for years now, doing what we do. And I think you're right. Actually, back then there was a time, and there was just so many lit songs being released. It wasn't about numbers or streams. Whereas now, I do think the industry is evolving for sure. But I think you're right in the sense that numbers and streams are like at the forefront, rather than, you know, just enjoying what you do and putting it out there.
Yeah.
But I suppose kind of to wrap it up and finish, what can we expect to see from you in the next few years? Like, what's the plan?
Greatness, just greatness. But nah, I wanna do a lot of things. I wanna drop a tape. I wanna drop a few more singles. I wanna drop movies, and then like at the end of it, I just wanna give back. I literally just wanna like when I get to like where I feel like the final destination is, I just want to be able to just like come back and just like be that person. Like, you get me?
Back to the community.
Like the way someone listens to me, like I want to be that to someone else. You know?
Well, you already are, by the sounds of it. People are already reaching out to you, and you're doing that for like you're giving back. And I think it's actually so inspiring. You know what I mean? I feel like I say this every time that we get someone on that chair, but like the way you're like you're doing it for the music. Obviously the success and everything is one part of it and wanting to make it, but like just sounds like you genuinely like love what you do, and that's literally all that matters.
And being happy to help the next generation coming up as well is huge. Like you said, you didn't have that.
Yeah, literally, like that's probably one of the main goals though.
Yeah.
Like at the end of it, to be like Like even back to the thing about like the accents and shit. Like I feel like that happens like everywhere though. Do you get me? Like even like, maybe not America, but like in the UK, probably in Australia as well. Like everyone has the same like. If I can even just be like one of the starting people, even if I don't blow to the.
You're laying the foundations. Generation.
I just want like the next person to be able to have like an easier run. Do you get me? Or like. Yeah. I don't know. I just like I see a lot of hope in the scene. Like I feel like there's a lot of sick rappers. Like
for sure.
Like they're only starting to rap now, and I feel like.
Shout us out a few of your favorites before we wrap up.
Well, big rappers or small rappers?
Any Irish ones?
Yeah.
I like Cello. I like Ants. I like AK, Rose, Triggs. Yeah, names now.
Yeah, throw you on the spot.
And the fact that you can list that many off, it kind of just shows where we're heading. So hopefully it keeps going in that direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, so is there anything you want to drop or promote or anything like that?
Yeah. Don't go by now, obviously, and yeah, you can expect like an EP tape something
soon this year. Ooh. What does like Basixback mean to you? Like, do you know what we do at all?
No.
Like, have you seen our page? You know,
I watch interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually like see even Basixback. When I think about it, like, it could mean like so many different things. You guys. So what would you think? Like,
damn, he's interviewing us.
So obviously the name comes from literally going back to basics because. During lockdown as well, we originally started out doing events and stuff like that. Then lockdown happened. So we literally had to go back to basics and turn our business into something completely different. But I'd say basically we're a platform for like the Irish urban scene.
Yeah.
We don't feel like they're
not represented enough.
Yeah. So that's what we want to do for the community as well.
We just want to, we want to highlight the greatness that's in Ireland. So interviewing like artists like yourself and just being a foundation where other people like younger people can like come access and be like, okay, there's actually a community here, like there's an industry here, like I want to get involved in it, and hopefully we can help them go down the path they need to go down. So giving back to
smaller artists as well. Like I feel like that's our bigger goal, like up and coming and smaller artists, because there's a few platforms where the bigger artists in Ireland, they'd be featured all kind of on the bigger platforms, but there's no one for like the up and coming, just starting out type of rappers. So yeah, we're trying to just be a platform for everyone to kind of showcase what they have.
Yeah.
What's happening? You're watching AC3 Ace at Basixback. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Gang.